everybody, it's Hannah and welcome back to my channel. So I'm finally back with my Project Pan update number 2. I know I'm like a week late, but I'm going to try and like film, edit, and upload this today just because I want it up. I need to update everybody on what I'm doing so I can start making progress towards these for the month coming up. Okay, so I guess I will just go ahead and get right into it. I also got my hair done yesterday, so I am like way more blonde right now. I haven't washed it with like my tinted like purple shampoo yet or anything, so it's still pretty like golden, but I really love how it came out. It's so light and it's like exactly what I wanted. I think it looks so pretty, but I guess we'll go ahead and get into it. First one I have is the Balm Mad Lash. This is getting like I can feel it's getting pretty dried out. Like I don't know if you'll be able to tell, like there's not really much extra product coming out on the top. Around the inside of the tube is getting a little bit dry. So I think what I'm going to do is add in a brand new mascara that I have. Actually, you normally use my L'Oreal Telescopic with this one, but I actually used up my Telescopic, so that's in my empties right now. That wasn't part of my Project Pan. I just wanted to focus on like one mascara in them. So I will also be adding in the L'Oreal Air Volume just because I know that like after maybe a week's use of this product, I think it's going to be empty. So I'm just going to add in this one in replacement for the balm, but I will keep using this, but technically this is done and I'm going to be using a new one. And then the next one we have with a small update. This one I did not make too much progress on. I've been loving my other lip products that I have in the project, so I haven't been doing too much, but this is the Glossier Wild Fig Balm.com. As you can see, I've made not as much progress as I did last time. It's really hard to use this up because you don't need a lot of product, and like a little bit goes a really long way with this because it's very like kind of silky. So if you put a little bit on, it just like you don't need, like it's not very sticky or like thick. It's kind of thin, so it just glides over your lips very easily. So that is the progress that I made on Glossier. And another one that I made decent progress, I think. I don't really know. I'd have to see them side by side. But this is the Animal Crossing Coconut Juice Mini Lip Crayon. This is all that I have left. I've been trying to consciously use this, but you know, the next 3 lip products that I have coming up after a couple more items, those ones I've been loving just a lot more and reaching for them. And you can see that I've made a ton of progress. But this is where I'm at with Animal Crossing. This next item I'm actually going to be removing from my Project Pan. This is the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzing Stick. So I made pretty good progress on this, I think. And then I realized, like, compared to the beginning, because this was brand new when I first got it, I still have a lot of products, so I think I am going to declutter this at some point. I need to do another, like, mini declutter video because there's just, like, a handful of items that I want to get rid of out of my collection. So maybe I'll do, like, a small update video getting rid of. But this is going to be one of them. I find that whenever I use this, my makeup goes a little bit patchy, especially on my forehead. So I don't have it on today. I just have the Too Faced Sun Puppy Bronzer on today, which isn't in my Project Pan, funny enough. But yeah, I have that on today. I also went to work earlier, so it's like could be worn off a little, but I feel like everything held up pretty good. But anyway, I find that this goes very patchy on my forehead after only like a couple of hours, like maybe after 2 or 3 hours, I start to notice that things are breaking up. Even on my cheeks, things start looking patchy, so it's just not my favorite thing. And it was hard for me to come to terms with it because I did love how blendable it is. I love the color, but the formula just doesn't hold up the way that I would like for it to. Next up, we have my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in number 2 Fair. So it looks like I made not as much progress, but I have a feeling that, so you can see like the line of where it is, but when I kind of tilt it and look in, I can see that the doe foot is, like I can see more of it in the middle. I think that some of the product is just up on the side because I did do my makeup today. So I feel like I'm not getting like a super accurate reflection. I know that you can put it in hot water, but I don't know, I think it's fine. And I can tell when I'm taking it out, you could see it has more product on one side, but it is starting to dry up on the brush. Like the brush isn't completely saturated when I go to pick it up. And I can feel I have to dip in a few more times to do coverage like how I normally would. So I don't know if I'm going to be finishing this within the month. Probably not. I think it may take me another 2 or 3 months possibly. But if I do use it up, I do think I would repurchase it because I really love this product. I would get the mini again because the mini has lasted me quite a long time. And sometimes like I'm in phases of if I like products or not, and then I repurchase it in like the full size and I don't even use it up. So I think the mini for a product like this is really good. And then next product that we have is the ColourPop blush in Over Dramatic. So this one I think I made progress. I would have to see compared to the last update, but I think I did pretty well. I've been using this, like I said, I haven't been wearing makeup as much. I do have it on today. It's kind of worn off a bit because I was wearing a mask at work. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm making good progress on this product and I still love it. I love the color. I love how long wearing it is. I think that it's super, super pretty. Okay, now on to the lip products that I've been like totally obsessed with. The first one we have is probably like one of my most used is this little Tower 28 gloss in Fearless. So you can see this green line is where it was at last time and then this is where I'm at now. So I've used up a ton of this since the last update and it's just one of my favorites. Actually I don't have it on right now. I have a little bit of just like a regular lip balm, just the Sol de Janeiro one. But I'll put some of this on right now. And it doesn't have too much color, but it just brings like a little bit of life to my lips. And the Tower 28 Gloss formula is so smooth and creamy. It's not sticky at all. It's just hydrating and smooth. It blurs the lines on your lips and I just absolutely love it. Like this is so good. I do have a full size in the shade Coconut, which isn't in my project pan, but I think when I use up these two that I have another one of the mini Tower 28s. I think maybe I'll throw that in because I just love the formula of these. And then the other one I haven't used as much, but I've still gotten a decent amount of use out of it, is in the shade Fire. This one is more of like the opaque formula, whereas Fearless is more of like that kind of jelly formula. This is more of a, not creamy, but it has a little tint to it. It's more translucent than transparent. But yeah, that is what I have done on this one. And same thing, I love the formula. I think that it is super, super pretty. So this one, I guess I'll like twist it all the way down. This is the Dior Lip Glow in the shade 020 Mahogany. So I don't know where it was at last time. Again, I'll try and put up pictures and compare everything to one another. But this is where I'm at with that. And then I will twist it all up and let you see. And then this is it twisted up completely. So this is just one of my all-time favorite lip products. I think that it is such a pretty color. It almost feels a little slightly like plumping when I put it on, which I don't know if, I don't remember my other one being like that, so I don't know if they've reformulated because this was like a new addition to the line, so I don't know if like they're supposed to be plumping or if I just never noticed it with my first one, but it almost gives that kind of like minty sort of feeling, and the color on this is just so gorgeous and it's a really, really nice lip balm, so I absolutely love it. Okay, now for this next one, we have an empties. So this is super exciting. One of you guys actually commented on my last Project Pan update telling me that you could use tweezers to take out the sifter. So I went ahead and did that. And then today when I was doing my makeup, I finished up the last of the powder. And this is so amazing. I would love, love, love to repurchase it, but I want to get through 1 or 2 more powders before I repurchase another one because I do have quite a few loose powders. I have an Hourglass one. I have this Peach Perfect one, and then I have the Primark one. So I have those ones that I want to move through right now. And the one that I'm going to be adding in first to my collection is my oldest one, which is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. Oh, for some reason, I didn't do it like this. I tilted it the other way. But you can see I've used this one a little bit already, so I just marked on here when I first started using it. It's about halfway. It's a little bit below half left. So I did some on the side as well, which can't really, yeah, I like made sure it was all straight and even, but that's about how much powder I have left in the Hourglass. This is just a mini, so I don't think it'll take me too long to go through, but you never know. Powders can take quite a while. Next update we have is for my Charlotte Tilbury under eye corrector in the shade 1 Fair Pale. So I don't know if there was too much progress from last time. I haven't really been working out of the middle. I've been working kind of like flattening, like instead of going in the middle and swirling around, I've been kind of going on the sides, trying to flatten out the sides of the thing to make the pan more even. So I've been doing that. So I think eventually my pan will start to increase, but I have been using this one, not as much. I've been using my other concealer that I have added in a little bit more, but I still love this product. I use it sometimes even in conjunction with my other concealer that I have in the Project Pan. But yeah, this is where I'm at for this one. And next up, I have a highlight. This is the Pixi by Petra Glowy Gossamer Duo in Delicate Dew. This one I've made quite a bit of progress in. I don't know how well you'll be able to tell. I guess kind of here you could see, But I've made a decent dip in the gold side. So normally I'll do a pink and then I'll do more gold because I find that I prefer this shade on me, but I need a little bit of the pink just to kind of give some light to it. But yeah, you can't see too well. But I do have a very nice dip going in the center over here, and I have just been absolutely loving this highlight. I have it on today, and this is after me wearing it for like 5 hours with a mask on, and you can still see that it is adding a little bit of glow to my skin, and I think it's so, so pretty, and I'm definitely going to be keeping this and using it. Next up, we have 2 more empties, which is so exciting. I have 2 primers, so one is an SPF and one was like my regular primer. So I used up the Milani SPF BFF SPF 30 primer, broad spectrum sunscreen, UVA UVB protection. I only had just a little bit of this left in my last update, but I was able to finish this up. And I think I said in my previous video I was going to add in a Philosophy sunscreen or Philosophy SPF, but I actually hated the formula, so I did not add that in. And then I also said that I added in a Laura Mercier primer, which was the hydrating primer. And I did add that in and I was using it. However, I just don't like the formula, to be honest. Like, I put it on and I feel like it doesn't do anything. It's more of like a gel moisturizer. It's not even that kind of like rich emollient, feels really good on your skin. It just kind of sits on top and like doesn't even feel hydrating. So that I'm actually going to put in like my to declutter pile as well, which again, I have to make another declutter video. But yeah, I added that and I'm taking it out, so it's like it never happened. But I did get some use out of it, so I just wanted to mention it. And then the next empty I had was the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Primer Pore Gripping Base. This is amazing. I would repurchase this in like a heartbeat. I think that this primer makes a difference. It feels good. It's smoothing on my skin. It is so, so good, but I have plenty of primers I need to be working through, which brings me to the next item that I actually added in, which is the Stila One Step Correct Skin Tone Correcting and Brightening Primer. You can see I've used up quite a bit of this already. It's an airless pump, so it moves up as you use the product. So I did mark when I first started using it, and I've used it about, 2 or 3 times, so there hasn't been too much of any movement, but I'm marking from the top of the plastic. So like kind of where the product starts, I'm marking from the top of there. So again, I've only used it like 1 or 2 times, so there's not too much progress on that one just yet, but that'll be the next item in my project pan. So we'll say goodbye to these 2 empties. Oh, and I also purchased another one of these because this is like one of the only SPFs that I find doesn't pill and doesn't leave a white cast, and it goes nicely under makeup because it's supposed to be a primer. So I repurchased one, but I have no idea where it is. I think I lost it, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and buy a new one. I did use that one for about a week, so I made pretty good progress, which is kind of sad in the eyes of my project pan because nobody will ever know because it's gone, but I will have to buy another one, so I'm also gonna add another one of these to my project. Okay, this one I'll have to be very careful with. This is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. So you can see I've added it in when it was brand new, and you can see the line right up here. And then I'm just going from the top of the product, which is right about here. So I've made decent progress. I've been using it every time that I do my makeup. Again, I haven't been wearing makeup too much in the last couple of weeks, so there's not as much progress as you would probably expect, but I love this. I love the sprayer, and I would definitely consider repurchasing it in the full size. Only thing is, I have a ton of setting sprays, which I think I may need to just like get rid of some, to be honest, because there's so many good new ones out there, and I have like my old all-nighter and like my ABH Dewy set, which is like good, but like it's fine. It's not as long wearing. Like I prefer these more fine mists that are more long wearing. So I don't know, I'll really have to reassess things whenever I do my next declutter, but this is really, really good. All right, next one is my other concealer. So this one I haven't been able to like track just because, I don't know, you can't see any progress, but I can feel that this is like almost empty. You can see that there's barely any product coming out on here. When I'm using it, I have to reapply like 5,000 times. If I'm like applying it all over my face, I used it today. I think it's so pretty. It gives nice coverage, evens out my skin really well. I would definitely repurchase this, but I have a few other things that I have to get through first. I'm thinking I'm gonna add in my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. They don't make this anymore, but it's one of my absolute favorites. So I'm sad to see it go, but I need to start working through all my other concealers. But I'm not gonna officially add this yet just because I don't know how long this is gonna last me. So I'm going to leave it, but yeah, that is update on that. Next product is the ColourPop Cheek Dew Serum Blush in the shade Kiss Kiss. I feel like, I don't know how there was so much progress in that first month because I've been using this so much and there's like not as much progress as I would have hoped. That's how much progress I've made since the last update. So I'm going to continue to use it. I really love the formula. It's super glowy and pretty. And yeah, that is that. I have two bronzers. Nothing to report here. The Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in the shade Luminous Bronze Light. You can really see like no progress. I have this one that I've been using, and then I've also been using the Too Faced Sun Puppy Bronzer, but I don't know if I'm going to add this in right now just because I don't want to keep like adding and taking out and messing up my project pan, so I'm just going to leave that for now. Try to focus on these two that I have left. And then I have the Ciate Palm Island Bronzer. This one, I feel like I'm close to hitting pan. You can kind of like see the rings of the pan underneath. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but I can see them in person. And I like to use this. I use this on my face, and then I'll use this like down my neck to kind of match my face and my neck because I don't really use matte bronzer, but I just want to work through everything. So that's the not really non-existent update on those bronzers. Then I have my two powders. Again, not really any updates. This Becca powder, I don't know like if you can even tell. The embossing is all completely gone. I don't know what the status of that was last time, but this is such like a hard pressed and like a very thin powder, so you really don't see progress on that, but I have been using it, so that's that. Then we have this powder from the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Mini from the holiday last year. I don't know what it was at last time, but I have flattened it out. You can see right here. I have flattened it out a decent bit, and I've been trying to use this on my under eyes, but I've been working through my loose powder, so I haven't been using my pressed powders as much. But yeah, that is the update on that. And I actually think that was everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the updates on my project pan. And there wasn't too many changes. I did have quite a few empties this month, which was exciting. No new pans, unfortunately. Hopefully maybe on this one and one of the bronzers or even the Hourglass powder, I'll have pan on something else. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you go ahead and follow me on Instagram at @tagliente and subscribe to my YouTube channel because I am doing a giveaway when I hit 300 subscribers. I think I'm really close. I'm at like 383 the day that I'm filming this. So once I hit 300 subscribers, giving away one of the ColourPop Mandalorian the Child palettes. This one's mine, but I have a brand new one just for you guys. You just have to go over to my Instagram and comment green emojis on the post where I share the information about here. It looks just like this, and you have to subscribe to my channel. So make sure you do those two things and enter my giveaway for a chance to win this palette. Well, I will randomly pick a winner and contact you through Instagram for your details to send it over to you. But I think that is everything that I have to share today. Thank you all again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.